Well, I don't know if this is too much for the Corey and Jason podcast, but it seems like eating ass is in the news a lot lately. Yeah. I was just wondering, what's Corey's stance on eating
this beer? All over. What was that?
Yeah, you almost got me. Almost.
I could have, should have, and would have, but you didn't say it with an announcement of coming. You just started calling me inappropriate names. And I would like for everybody to know that Jason does not think highly of me. And instead he calls me insulting names that make my feelings get all hurt. Because
I don't take much.
No, it doesn't. You done fiddling with your knob?
I have 3 different knobs I got to play with. And
well, ladies and gentlemen, we figured we were going to wait a couple more episodes to tell you that Jason's got 3 knobs.
3 knobs.
3 knobs to dial.
3 knobs.
3 dials. 3. So anyway,
3.
Are you ready to go? Can you?
Oh, dude, I'm always ready to go.
I know, but I just want to make sure you can hear me before I start unloading on these motherfuckers. Ooh, very nice. That's what I'm doing right here.
Yeah, this is the kind of cupware and silverware you get when you come to my house.
Hey, I've got Seahawks cups. I've got a couple of Mariners cups. I've got.
Pretty sure I paid like $15 or $20 for this refillable drink.
Well, that's why you keep the cup. Yeah, I ain't getting rid of this crap. Well, this is what I'm drinking for today.
Well, the other thing,
picked up a 6er on my way home.
The other good thing about these is they're not see-through, so you really can't tell how much vodka you're putting in. Like you can see from the top, and you're like, "Whoa, man, that's a lot."
No, because it's so dark. You're like, it's not in that. You have to wait till you can see it.
Yeah,
you gotta get like that much, and then you're like, just a little bit.
That ain't that much, and you take your first drink, you're like, "Oh."
So, wanted to jump right into it.
Oh, dude, you're raring to go, huh?
Oh, dude, I've been ready for this. So,
Jesus. No weekend review, no nothing. You're just want to fucking
just jumping into the shit.
Gloves are off.
Gloves are off. So we most of you guys know we have a Facebook page now, and me and Jason last week experimented with like promoting one of our pages for like $5.
Well, hey, $5 out of our money.
Out of our money.
Facebook provoked us by saying, "Hey, we'll give you $10 to promote."
Yeah. And we thought at first, like, we didn't have to spend anything. Like, well, let's just do it to whatever, right?
Yeah.
If it happens, no big deal.
We'll do live.
But they don't let you just do the $10. You got to spend $5 to use the 10. So technically speaking, we spent a $15 on a Facebook ad to promote our podcast.
Yeah, we're having fun.
We'll see if it makes a difference.
Because our friends aren't participating, so we figure we need some strangers. You know?
Yeah, we need to reach out to the strangers.
We want some of that strange, dog. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So we did it, and we're just like, whatever. So some of you might have seen it. Some of you probably didn't notice because you don't even comment on anything anyways. But right after posting it, I was even telling Jason, I was like, man, why don't we have like any trolls or anybody that just harasses us, even on YouTube? They come out of the woodwork. They usually don't have a point. They just want to say, whatever. Oh man, Facebook. This was worth paying the ad for. And it proves kind of the point of like, there's just morons out there. There was people more upset that they were getting not about us doing a podcast, but that it was because it says paid promotion or sponsored, whatever. I don't know what it comes up with. And there's some motherfuckers out there that are so pissed off. It made it worth it. And man, did I love interacting with these people.
Facebook has become the Walmart of social media.
Oh, it is. Absolutely. This one person put a meme on there, right? It's a picture and it says, "You must be a real douchebag effing loser if you're paying Facebook to advertise." And then it says LMFFBO, which I'm not sure if he's telling us he stinks.
Laughing my LMFF, laughing my
LMFFBO. Laughing my fucking butt off. I don't.
Let's Google it.
I don't know. I've never seen that one before.
LMFFBO. Yeah, I think there's just one extra F.
So he made it himself.
Yeah,
thinking he was cool pants. Anyways,
hey kids, LMFBO. What's that, Dad? Laughing my freaking butt off.
No, it's 2 F's though. Anyways, so I responded to him and said, "Scott, that's not very nice. Sounds like you need a hug." I thought that was funny. And then he responded back with, okay. He says, "No, I need these sponsored ads to stop flooding my feed." And I said, "You realize, Scott, that there's a simple fix for that?" And he says, "Oh, please tell me. There's a trick to purge all these spam sponsored ads from my feed. I purge my ad settings every damn day and these keep popping up. Every third post is a damn ad." And I get it. It started happening, but I was just like, you know what?
Crybaby.
Yeah, crybaby. And then somebody liked it. Dean, and we'll get to Dean in a moment. And I said, "We know the feeling, but at least we're not trying to sell you something, because guess what? It's a fucking podcast that you listen to for free, you cocksucker." Like, we're not selling you the next.
This episode is brought to you by Satba.
Well, like, we're not trying to sell you the next thing that can slice and dice, or the you know what I mean? Like, there's a bunch of
I'm not paying for this. I'm not paying for this platform, and I'm seeing ads. What the hell? What? Bing, bing, bing.
So anyways, I was going to tell him, like, "Hey, you know, there's a simple solution." And then he responded with, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to tell him, because I knew how he was going to respond, and which I was going to say,
I got a simple solution.
Get off Facebook.
Stick your thumb in your ass.
That would have been a good response. And then it's funny because I was typing this, and then you chimed in later and corrected my spelling. It was fantastic. Because I'm glad you did and he didn't, because then I would have just had fun with it. My next response, anytime somebody does, because what happens is if you spell a word wrong, you don't realize it. It doesn't say, "Hey, this is spelled wrong," and you just go on, whatever. Anyways, but if he would have said it, I would have just then responded to him with a bunch of misspelled words. I would use their like wrong. I would have used it 3 different times in the way that they were supposed to be meant, but mixed them all up on purpose. And then there's this Martin Bierman, and it said, "Get your fucking commie bullshit off my page," which I don't understand.
Commie? I voted for Trump, you piece of shit.
Yeah. So obviously he has not been listening at all. And then this is the best one. I responded to him and said, "Martin, you spelled awesome wrong."
What a dick.
And then somebody just posted a short video clip. What do you call it? Like a GIF that's just a red flashing light, says "scam alert." So
does that mean they want to scam with us?
Maybe Aline Long. You should maybe stop mass responding to everything that you don't like and putting that on there, because that's what it was.
And yes, hey, you know what else?
Scam alert?
When you interact with posts that you don't want to see, guess what keeps showing up in your feed?
I want to pay for another ad, and I want to dedicate it to these motherfuckers, and I would tag them in it. I want to hey, this is for you. And I won't do this, but I would spend $50 if I knew it would pop up on their page every time they got on Facebook. Because I'm that kind
Since you commented on this,
so since you want to tell me how much, like, don't comment on it. You know, the people that post the stuff that's like obvious answers, like, I bet you can't find a state with a letter A not in it. Like everybody responds with like Ohio, like duh. Like all they're doing is getting people to respond, and it fills up the comment section, right? Like,
yeah.
So my other thought was, if we do another ad and pay for it, why don't we say, what do you hate about paid ads that you don't want to see anymore? Even when somebody's not trying to sell.
Oh, well, dude, we'll make it a poll, dude. So they can actually click on it.
There it is. Hey, that's not a bad idea.
Speaking of polls, I have a poll you can click on. Martin Bierman. Jerk.
Oh, wait. And then there's more. So then there's this Dean Kirschman, right? He said, you paid Facebook to shit on my timeline, so I'm returning the favor. And it's a picture of a pile of poop.
Got him.
Oh. Oh. And then you want to know what I responded with? I'm going to show you this. I'm actually going to share this.
Yes. I was hoping you were going to start sharing the screen. I was going to share my ask screen. Earlier. Are you going to share your screen?
I know, but I describing is better. So I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen. And ready? And this is what my response was. My response to him was, so this was his thing.
Oh.
Right, so everybody can read it. You paid Facebook to shit on my timeline, so I'm returning the favor, right? And my response to him was this.
Yeah, shit on your timeline, dude. You didn't even watch one episode.
No.
You know?
Yeah. Move on. Jerk. And then he responded again with another one. Like, I didn't get the first one. So he must have just forgot that he had posted one about it.
Oh, he's clever.
He's a smart.
Looks like he's been on Facebook for quite some time. Good job, bro.
Yeah. And then Cheryl Nichols, mafia huggers.
What?
I said,
that doesn't make sense.
This is my response. You wait for it. You can't see it yet. I'm going to click on it. You ready?
Waiting for it.
It says, Cheryl Nichols, is English your first language? Meaning, like, do you know what those two words together mean? Anyways, so, to all of you guys, hey, bravo.
Well, I hope you're watching.
I hope you're watching.
If we had merch, we would send it to you.
Yeah. If you know what, and if you are watching this, comment down below and literally say, hey,
dislike. Hey, make sure you dislike this video.
Dislike the video, and we will make hats finally. And we've been talking about doing. We will go out of our way to make sure we get you a hat or a t-shirt,
something free.
Something. You just tell us which one you want, and if you can come up with a better idea, hey, maybe we'll do fanny packs. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think that's a great idea. But
if they're shirts, are probably size like 4X or some shit.
Yeah, either that or like, extra schmedium, because they still live in their parents' basement and they drink nothing but Mountain Dew and eat Pringles.
Yeah, maybe we can make them some like Saskatchewan tugboat driver furry ears and a furry tail. Yeah.
That would be so legit. I know somebody that would wear the crap out of that thing if we made one. And you know who I'm talking about. Anyway,
I don't.
Actually, there's multiple people. There's like 5 people that I can think of. Now, whether all of them listen
to the
furries?
Show,
huh?
Furries?
No. Just if it was that with our name on it, they would just be like, sign me up.
Oh, fuck. I thought you really knew furries. Like, no. I've only seen them.
If I do, I don't know.
The internet.
I don't know about it. So anyways, shout out to the I don't know if we call them trolls or just morons that don't read.
Number one fans.
Saying is spam because
the number one STD fans.
Number one.
We love you. We love you. Thanks for participating with the STDs.
Yeah. So speaking of like just that Facebook thing, what are some of the best insults you've ever heard? You told me one the other day. And I already forgot what it was, but it made me.
I've been using the hell out of it for like 2 weeks.
What was that?
Your cornbread ain't done in the middle, is it?
It's so good because that's like a backhanded compliment and like it's just an insult, but you think at something you're like, wait, it's a nice way of saying you're dumb, aren't you? Or when somebody says, "Oh, bless your heart."
Yeah,
bless your
heart. That's a Southern thing. I think both of those things are from the South.
Well, yeah, that makes sense, but like, I don't know. I just there's people saying you're not the brightest crayon in the box, you know.
Need the sharpest knife in the butcher block.
Yeah, but I like to say you're not the sharpest crayon in the box. People don't usually pick up on it because crayons are dull. They're not sharp. They're made of wax. You dumb idiots that are thinking that these. Maybe I'm talking about pencils. I'm not talking about colored pencils. They're completely different. Ask my daughter. She knows.
Rare and amusing insults.
I want to hear, like, I know that there's some good ones that people have heard before. I remember you mentioned that something to me the other day, and I was trying to remember what it was. Because I wanted to use it to refer to somebody over the weekend, and I couldn't do it. I was like, damn it, something about bread and something about it.
Oh, here's a good one. If you were a vegetable, you'd be a fucking cab bitch.
You'd be a cab bitch. That is good.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that,
right?
Because there's people, most people out there by now that have been listening to this podcast can sense that I'm a very sarcastic person at times. But more often than not, I try to set it up like I'm going to either say something really clever or something really funny, and it's usually just fill in the blank with bitch. So cab bitch works for me.
Bitch, please. Your birth certificate is an apology letter from the condom factory.
Oh my God. Anyways, sorry, I just got some weird thing. I'm trying to find.
Are you getting fucking paid Facebook ads on your phone?
Yeah, I'm sending them pictures of poop, saying you put poop on my timeline. I'm gonna return the favor because that was so creative. Let's see here. Where is
your mother? Should have swallowed you.
Oh my God. You're making me so I can't find my what I was. Okay, here we go. It was. Oh, I didn't save it. Dang it. Never mind. It doesn't matter. There was something on my phone that I wanted to share, but I did not. I don't have it. Oh. I can't remember what it was.
Reset.
And
scene.
And
so Labor Day weekend, bud. What'd you do over the weekend?
You know, I had a wedding on Friday, which was fun.
And in case we got to remind anybody, Corey is a wedding DJ on the side. Yeah.
Yep. Best in the Northwest, in my opinion.
I'm pretty sure.
It's just, a pretty big deal. I'm good at it. I enjoy it. No, it was fun.
BH would agree, right?
Who?
BH.
Yeah. Oh yeah. BH would definitely agree. Definitely.
Big Harry.
Right. Big Harry. Yeah, no, it wasn't nearly as fun as BH, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun. There's times you get people where they're stressing out way more than they need to, and you literally just grab them and say, don't worry, I got this. Yeah. You tell me all the things that need to happen, they're going to happen. And about an hour into the reception, I could see them just kind of relax, like, okay, You know what? And it was a lot of fun. They had a lot of fun.
You really need an iPhone, dude, because you try to send me these fucking Android videos to my iPhone, and they come up like this fucking small, and I can't fucking see them.
I heard that the videos come out on your phone however size your man parts are. So No, you know what? I'm actually meant to send it to you through Messenger because it does that no matter whether you have an iPhone or not. I think it's how I send it. I just do it wrong. I don't do it very often.
It's an Android. You just get an iPhone, dude.
This episode has been brought to you by Samsung. Samsung Galaxy S21.
Then we could
available now at every store except for Apple.
When we're both in the bath, we could FaceTime and talk about our next episode.
Yeah, we could. Maybe I'll do that just for that.
Ooh, that's a good show idea, dude. We're both in the bath with like candles, bubbles.
Bubbles with Corey and Jason. Sponsored to you by Mr. Bubbles.
Bubble time.
Bubble time with Corey and Jason.
We might be making our own bubbles. You never know.
We definitely would be.
Skeet skeet.
Speaking of bubbles and baths, my daughter just, about an hour or so ago took a bath. Her daily splish splash in the bath, and she absolutely hates washing her hair. It's the only thing, and it's like it's like torture to her.
Hey, give her an alternative. Give her an alternative.
Well, no, she doesn't want to look like Jason.
She needs to wash her hair.
She wants to look like her beautiful mommy that has long.
You want to look like this freaking pile of shit?
Hey, you know what? I'll do that next time. Hey, here's a picture of Jason. If you want to look like a pile of shit, you should wash your hair. Wash it. It's not even real. Like, she hates it. She knows that. And as soon as it's done, she's fine.
Yeah.
And then she was like, play. But anyways,
my youngest daughter's 18. I don't remember the last time I gave a kid a bath.
Hey, that's fine. It's probably been at least 16 years. Yeah. It's probably been. But anyways, she loves bath time. And her favorite show right now that she's been watching is
Cocomelon.
Nope, she's been on that for a while. She's jumped off that Cocomelon wagon already.
Cocomelon's my shit, dude.
It is pretty good. But she's watching this new show. It's called Shark Dog. And it's about exactly what you just said and think in your brain. It's about a kid that wants a dog, can't get a dog. So they go on vacation, and all he wants is a dog. And he finds this half shark hack dog. And the only way I literally only watched like the first 2 episodes, which are both like 8 minutes long. So it's like, and it's supposed to be like, it just keeps going, I guess. It's just like one story that they split up into like 65 episodes, probably. It's probably like a hour movie. Anyways, and apparently he's like, I'm going to take you home. And the dog could talk, but not really, kind of.
The half dog, half shark.
Yeah, it's half dog, half shark. And then you get into, he's like, I can take you home, but the only way I can take you home is if my parents never know you exist. So the dog's like, okay. Or the shark dog says, okay, and that's all I know. And then it gets home and it starts chasing the cat.
Dude, imagine watching that high as hell.
Dude, somebody's making bank of stupid crap like this. And no joking, my wife goes, we could come up with something like this. And I go, well, yeah, we could. But for every 100 of these that are made, one of them sticks. I guarantee you there's so much of this crap that you just never even hear about.
Dude, Pigopotamus. Telling you.
Did you just make up something else?
Yeah.
Or was that your idea, Pigopotamus?
Yeah. That's a great idea.
There's somebody.
Or something COVID related.
There's somebody that pitched Shark Dog to some exec somewhere, and they were like,
wait a second. Didn't we already do cat
you're gonna want to have to leave, and we're not gonna validate your parking. And the guy leaves. Then he goes to Netflix, and Netflix like, put it on. We'll put on anything. Like, literally
on Netflix?
It's on Netflix.
No, never heard of it.
Dog. Check
it out.
Never
heard of it.
This episode is brought to you by Shark Dog.
Shark Dog.
Available on Netflix for streaming immediately. Season 1 and season 2, I'm sure, will come out shortly as soon as they get 1 million viewers.
Speaking of, does Netflix have a free version that just shows you ads? Or do you have to pay?
I have no idea.
Oh.
Honestly. I don't think so. I think they have. I think it's all paid now. I don't know. I think the streaming service is for sure. And the DVD, apparently they still have the DVD service available. I don't know anybody outside of the Midwest that uses that doesn't have internet yet. Like, you don't have internet, like, damn it, we gotta keep doing this, the DVDs and these fancy Blu-rays. That's never gonna stick.
So You did a wedding on Friday.
Yes.
Then you had 3 more days.
Yep.
What'd you do? Nothing?
Saturday, well, my wife did a kind of like a garage sale thing that I helped her out with, but it wasn't at our house. It was at her parents' house. And it went well. It's just, it's a lot of work putting it together, organizing it. So she actually was doing that.
My wife's all into that shit too. Like, what is the unofficial official garage sale day? Isn't it like the first Saturday in June or some shit like that?
I honestly don't know.
Yeah,
I've never heard of that. I know that there's communities that have like a yearly, like some of the higher, nicer, uppity up neighborhoods will have like, this is our garage sale day because we don't want you just to have one whenever, because they're like, we are gated community. We don't want to get our access for it. And they'll have one the first Saturday of whatever month of each year, and they never are any good.
Yeah, when Mrs. Z lived over in Lakeland Hills, I think it was the first Saturday of every June, or maybe the last. I don't know. It was a Saturday. Maybe it was the whole weekend. I don't remember. But since we got married and moved in together, she's like, she never wants to get rid of anything. I could sell that at the garage sale. I'm like, yeah, but it has to sit in the garage for another fucking year.
Dude,
but
I totally get that. But
however,
go ahead.
We'll have that garage sale and she'll make a couple $100 and she'll be like, see? And
so my wife made, or I don't even know how much it was, but it was quite a bit. Because a lot of the stuff was stuff that this one's like a little bit different.
She asked me if I wanted to get pizza and beer. I'm like, okay.
Because she had cash, dog.
Mrs. C.
The best? My wife has told me recently, like the times when she's watched our podcasts are when what the fuck was that?
His eyes. I almost died.
Your vodka.
Almost died.
No, she will like watch it. She'll like wake up in the middle of the night and she'll be like, oh, I haven't watched the podcast yet. And she'll just use that opportunity to watch it. She says there was one night she was like, it was like 2:00 in the morning. Me and my daughter were asleep, and she's just watching it, just laughing her ass off. And so like,
if
this is one that she ends up watching where you're like, Mrs. C, I probably will wake up to her laughing. So thanks.
Mrs. Corey. Well, should it be Mrs. B or Mrs. Corey?
She likes Mrs. Corey.
No.
It just makes her laugh. And it makes me laugh too, because it's just how you say it. It's like you're like Mrs. Corey. Because nobody else says that.
Speaking of, there was a comment. I'm guessing I'm gonna read it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't agree. I don't agree with this.
Okay.
But
maybe I don't know what you're talking about.
No. Yeah. No. Edward 40 Hands rules are you pick what each other is drinking. Mickey's Old English Boone Farm. Then you have penalties like you have to warm them over the fire for 10 minutes and drink. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's
or you get to punch in the stomach while taking. Jesus Christ, dude.
You know what I said to her?
That's fucking ruthless.
I said,
who the hell was she hanging around with?
What the fuck kind of crap were you doing?
Who the hell did you marry, dude?
Like, I told her, I was like, I don't want to die. This is supposed to be somewhat fun. It's hard enough having
cold. Like a bottle over fire.
Like warming them up.
I'm reading this. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Like, okay, I could get behind like picking each other's. I could get behind that. Whether I wanted, no.
I don't know. We'd have to set some ground rules because, like,
no. I agree.
That shit would kill my stomach, dude.
No. I'm not saying we're going to do that, but I could understand if that was like, hey, you could do this. Could be one of the rules. I could get with that, but as soon as you start talking about like warming them up over the fire, first of all, where's there a fucking fire?
Yeah,
I'm not making a fire just so I can warm up my 40.
There's a statewide fire ban until September 30th.
Right,
by the way, BTW.
Like, and then she's like, punch people in the stomach. Like, are you trying to give us alcohol poisoning and like throw up everything? Like, no.
Dude, we need to put some cameras up in your house like Big Brother, dude, just so I can see Mrs. Corey beat the shit out of you all day long. You're like walking down the hallway. She's like, "Pah!"
Drink your beer. I'm just having a beer. She's like, no pussy. No, she's a sweetheart. She would never do that.
Pussy.
But I'm starting to think like, what kind of? I don't want to have a bonfire party. She'd be like, she'd get people to like do cake stands with their feet on fire or some shit. You don't come down until you're done at 30 seconds. Your feet.
We got to put this firecracker in your butt crack. And if you don't finish this,
you got to finish the keg. Like, wait, what? Look, that's what I told her too. Now she's like, well, that's what we used to do. And I'm like,
Jesus, dude, where'd she grow up?
What's that?
Where did she grow up?
Out where I live, out in Yelm.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Not Gig Harbor.
Like,
that's not Gig Harbor, bro.
No, Gig Harbor. We were stealing beer and drinking it before we could get out of the parking lot. No, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something that would be like, we were just happy if we had it. We weren't trying to ruin it by like, hey, let's see if we can vomit everywhere before drinking a lot. Like think about. Can you imagine drink? I can't even. Jason, I can't imagine drinking this warm.
Right?
This one beer. No, I wouldn't be able to do it.
And holding on to it while it gets warm.
And just like, I couldn't imagine like opening this up, not having it be in the refrigerator and drinking it, let alone warming it up. Like, what? No.
Oh, man.
There's nothing about that. That's what drinking 80 ounces of beer before you go to take a whiz is going to be hard enough. Last thing I want it to be is the same temperature as it is going to be when it comes out.
Right? We should be able to have buckets where we can put the bottom of it in like ice or something to keep it cold.
Well, no, I mean that's part of it. I get the whole your hand's going to warm it up. Like that's part of it. You got to drink it before it. That's the deal. That's the game, Mister. I'm going fucking Edward fucking 40 hands. I'm in, and you're fucking backing out. Like fuck that shit.
Oh, I'm in. No, I know.
We're gonna do this. So we just got to decide when.
But the fire and getting punched in the gut. Well,
no, that's not happening. We do not have to be like Mrs. Corey. Okay, no, babe, I love you, but negatory on that. Ghost Raider,
you are rough.
There's nobody. No, there's no planes landing on that plan. Sorry, like there's.
Man,
God, like if I lost a bet to you.
I bet she wasn't like this before you guys got married, but all prim and proper, all sweet.
She's still prim and proper. She just has the
cotton candy and bubbles.
She's like a
cotton candy. Oh, babe. Oh.
Maybe you guys should warm up the 40s and punch each other in your fucking stomachs, you fucking pussies.
You have 40 hands like you're meant to be. Like, no, this is what meant what? The whole thing is try to drink 80 ounces of beer before it gets warm enough to where it makes you want to vomit. And you're talking about warming it up before it defeats the purpose. Because guess what? If I was holding a beer that was too warm to hold from the jump, I'd be like, I give up.
Yeah.
Call me a bitch. Because like if this beer was warm, 16 ounces. I think there's 16 ounces. Right?
I'm afraid to come over your house for football now. Like
you've already said you want to come, so my wife's already started.
Is she the chick that walks around and just starts slamming people on the top of their beer bottles?
She doesn't do that. No.
Drink up, pussy.
She doesn't do that. She doesn't. You know what? She's gonna do that to you now. And I know she would. And I'll remind her. Listen to the last podcast. Okay. Remember when Jason came over, you just come.
As long as we're at your house, sure.
Yeah.
Inside.
No, she would not. I mean, she's probably going to do it now because she'll accept the challenge, and she knows how to play that game. But she would not do that otherwise.
Yeah, and I know what it's going to be like too. Oh, you going to have one? Oh, no, I got to watch the baby. You know, you guys have a good time. Drink up, dickhead.
She would do that just to fuck with you too. That's the best. Anyways, but yeah, so that happened on Saturday, and then they kind of did a little.
Wait, what happened? I forgot. We
the garage sale.
Garage sale. Right.
But the thing, what the most of the garage sale really was there was some stuff that they weren't sure if they wanted to get rid of, and they were holding on to it. And then it was just like, you guys, you've been holding on to this for so long, and they were like, yeah. And then there was a couple things we forgot we had that were over there, and so
5S, dude. If you ain't used it in 90 days, get rid of it. You need it again, buy another one.
Right. So we got rid of a bunch of stuff. I sold a bunch of movies that I've been holding on to. I'm like, why do I have this? I have all these digitally. So I got rid of some of those, and then they just had some knickknacks and things that they were just like, I was like, look, it's taking up so much room. You're basically paying to store this, whether or not you're paying money. You have no space, right? I got a bunch of stuff in my garage that I was like, I don't really need this. Like you said, I haven't touched it since we moved in here, and it's been 2 years. So I was like, let's just get rid of it. So, yeah, she made some good money, and cleared up a bunch of stuff. And then everything else that was left, some lady came by to look at some stuff, and she was like, from a local church, and she's like, we try to get shoes and clothes for the homeless and whatever. And so my wife said, you come back on Monday, anything we don't sell or people don't buy, we'll just give to you. And she like almost cried. And then they told her to call her Monday, and then they didn't. So she was like, well, what do I do? Do I take it and donate it? And then she called, and everything was good. So
happy ending.
Yeah. So they donated. Anything else that they wouldn't take, they they just went and dropped off at like not Humane Society, the
Humane Society,
like Goodwill or whatever the hell it is. I don't think it was Goodwill. I don't remember.
St. Vincent de Paul.
Maybe. Anyways, so but they had fun, or I'm saying have fun, but it was successful. They sold some stuff that they were like, I didn't expect this to sell. Yeah.
I know my wife, she had a garage sale June of COVID, and everybody was just kind of giving us shit, dude. Like, what are you guys doing?
Wait, like because you had a yard sale or garage sale?
Yeah.
During COVID?
Yeah. Everybody in the neighborhood is like, what?
Super spreader. Super spreader.
Outside, you know. Speaking of, well, hang on. Is that it?
Yeah, I didn't really do much else. I can't think of. We took my daughter around on Monday, but we just kind of farted around and didn't do much.
I went golfing Friday afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And then while we were golfing, I got invited to go fishing. And then we went fishing Saturday morning.
Okay.
Drank some Bloody Marys out on the Sound.
Cool.
Killed a couple fish. And then came home Saturday. Yeah, that was Saturday. Came home to watch the Coug game with my wife because we're Cougs, and I fell asleep. And I think I woke up like at 11. I forget what time I woke up, but I was in bed. And I just looked on my phone real quick. And it's like 12 minutes to go. It's 24 to 11 or 23 to 11. I'm like, this one's in the bag. Crash back out. Wake up Sunday morning, freaking pull the phone up. Yeah. Hit refresh on the score. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
God damn it, dude. And, the evening had started so good because UW lost,
Yeah.
Number 20
the Huskies
ranked,
got beat by Montana for the first time in like 101 years.
Ranked top 20, and they got whooped.
Yep. The Huskies did not look good. They did not look.
They
looked really good on their first drive.
Who else in the Pac-12 lost? I heard that the Cal lost to some shitty team too.
Cal lost. UCL. I think UCLA beat LSU.
Did they?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it was UCLA.
Was that? I thought
I saw some
replays,
coach made popped the joke at somebody as he's walking into the stadium about wearing the powder blue jerseys. You sissies wearing the powder blue jerseys. Talk to me after the game or something. Because they were that didn't age well.
Talk shit, get hit.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm actually surprised he didn't get more heat for that.
Yeah. How's Hurricane Ida treating you, bitch?
You can't use the word sissy because you're implying whatever the hell. I am, but you know what?
Hey, LSU, maybe you want to stay the night in LA because you ain't got nowhere to go to because of Hurricane Ida. How about that? Oh, fuck around and find out.
Yeah, fuck around and find out. Stupid ass bitch. But yeah, I think there's a lot of Pac-12 teams that lost. Yeah, but the Huskies looked amazing their first drive. They just marched down the field and they scored touchdown. Boom. And we're like, okay.
And that was it.
That was
Well,
no, the second, and there was a couple drives later. They moved the ball fine. They were just outside of field goal range, so they punted the ball. And then it was like they couldn't do anything. Like it was bad. You lost 10-7, or was it 10-7 or 10?
Oh, it's 13-7.
13-7 to a team that like
the
didn't
best
look
thing
good either.
The best thing I read was the Huskies lost to a team that made up of a bunch of players that they passed on.
Yep.
You know, if they didn't play for WSU, they're probably all, you know, Northwest kids.
Probably.
Majority of them, you think. You know, UW, WSU pass on them, and they come into Seattle. They cash that $675,000 check and fucking take the Huskies and wipe them all over whatever field that is up there.
Husky Stadium.
Yeah, it would have felt a lot better. No, isn't it called something else?
It might be. It might be like Alaska or Airlines something, or
the dump or something like.
No, I think it's like the
litter box.
What is it? The Cougar owners, the owners of the Cougs.
The Humane Society. Is that what it is?
Dude, that would be great. That would be great. Humane Society Stadium. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah. So, but hey, this week, like football is back. Like it feels not real because
Danny Dimes.
Huh?
Danny Dimes. That's what I was going to get to earlier. Speaking of.
Okay.
Earlier I said speaking of. Well, now I'm referring back to that speaking of that I'm speaking of.
Okay.
Dude, starting October 1st, they're going to start requiring that you show your vaccine card or have a negative COVID test for any concert venue, sporting event in King County. Even WSU's doing it, dude.
Yeah, they just announced today that they're that Lumen Field Seahawks is that starting immediately. Yep. I mean,
I don't get it, dude. I don't get it.
Look, we're not talking about crazy stupid stuff like that, but whether you're pro-vaccine or anti-vaccine or you're, I'm not sure, whatever, like one of the things that I think we can agree on is like, when you're taking away the choice from people is where I have a problem with.
Well, no, here's my thing. WSU this past week, they make all the, my daughter's a senior.
Right.
Make all the kids wear masks to go into class.
Mm-hmm.
Come game day, they're fucking arm in arm at Martin Stadium, dude, with no mask on, yelling like motherfuckers, dude.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense to you? Like,
no. But the thing is like without getting into it, like it doesn't make sense unless.
Sorry, I brought it up.
No, but it doesn't make sense unless you want it to, right? It's such a crazy subject because there's so many people so extreme this way and so extreme this way. I just want to be like right here, like.
Well, that, and you still have to wear a mask too, right?
Right.
So not only do you have to have the vaccine card, negative test, but you still got to wear a mask.
Yeah, no matter what,
dude. And until they get rid of the mask, I will not be attending any live function, dude.
Yeah,
they won't be getting my money.
No,
I think there's a lot of people like me that won't be going either.
No, I have a feeling there's. I mean, it's.
Dude, I went to one Mariners game and I got followed around by the Gestapo. Normally I like to walk around the field level.
Mm-hmm.
I might go up to my seat. Oh, you okay?
Yeah.
You need the Heimlich maneuver?
No, I just went. I had a little bubble go out of the wrong pipe.
Oh, speaking of remind me of Heimlich. I got to bring that up.
Heimlich. Okay.
Something I need to talk about. But yeah, they followed me around because typically, like I said, I like to walk around the field level. I'll stand in the outfield. It's just a good view, dude.
Right.
And like I had my mask down, I'm drinking my beer, like, sir, mask up, mask up. I'm like, I'm drinking my beer. You want to drink your beer, you need to go up to your chair, up to your seat. And I'm like, what? Like, I won't go back. Until this shit's over with, I will not go back.
Right. What's the Heimlich?
Well, I don't know if this is too much for the Corey and Jason podcast, but it seems like eating ass is in the news a lot lately. Yeah. I was just wondering, what's Corey's stance on eating
this beer? Almost went all over.
Well,
like I
get in some arguments with a couple other people that you may or may not know when we talk about that. And before I give you my opinion, what's your stance on it?
But I didn't hear the whole question. All I heard was the beginning part. I didn't hear where you were going with it.
Does Corey eat ass?
No.
Why not?
Because
is that like a younger generation thing? Maybe.
I don't know.
My thing is it's fucking disgusting, dude.
Yeah, why would I want to do anything with the thing with the bad stuff comes out?
Poo comes out of there. That's fucking gross, dude.
Like why in the world?
So why is this a thing? Like why is it all over everywhere? Like I just saw a meme. It was like a video too, and the caption was, Have you ever heard of if you hang your feet over the bed, a monster will eat them or something? And like this chick is just like scooching her butt and hanging her butt off the fucking bed, so the monster will come eat her butt. I don't know. I don't get it. Speaking of, I remember because I'm half Armenian. I had an Armenian friend in high school. The only other Armenian I knew in high school.
Right.
Who talked about this. This is back in the mid-90s, dude.
Right.
And I remember back then, I'm like, dude, this fucking gross, dude. That is absolutely like.
Well, it's like
I don't understand.
That's why I was like, when you asked me, I'm like, I don't know. It just never is.
I mean, you're a good Christian boy from Geek Harbor.
Oh, that's right, man. Because that's why. Okay. But no booty hole. No.
It's gross.
It's disgusting. There's
it's like an open wound, I wouldn't blood's coming oh shit, sorry.
Oh man. Whew. That's funny. Well, that's been our show for today. You want to talk about booty holes, call Jason. You want to talk about anything else, call me. Wow. So speaking of booty holes, did you have a nickname growing up?
I had a couple.
Okay.
The one that stuck.
What's the one that stuck, and where did you get it from? How'd you get it?
Zeke.
Okay.
Because my last name starts with Z, and my buddy Tim, who now lives overseas, gave it to me.
Okay.
He just started to call me Zeke, and it fucking stuck.
Okay. I asked that, right, for a specific reason. I know that there's people that have nicknames and they got them from their friends for groups or whatever. Have you ever met somebody that's given themselves a nickname?
I have.
Push it on you?
Yeah. We had a friend in our little friend group in high school. I remember we still give him shit, or we used to. He tells us one day, we were big potheads back then. We were in high school.
Mm-hmm.
He tells us one day, hey, dude, from now on, I want everybody to call me Reefer. But it's stuck, dude. Like, you didn't get what you asked for.
Yeah, but like, so there's this guy. I deal with him on occasion. It's through work. His name is James. And every time I talk to him, right? It's nobody I work with. You wouldn't know them. Okay. Trust me. This guy's like kind of like his name for himself is Skippy. So every time you talk to him,
does he like peanut butter?
I don't fucking know. But
Hope
he's
it doesn't
like,
have anything to do with peanut butter and a dog.
so every time I call him, he's like, oh, hey, this is Skippy. Or he calls me, he'll leave me a message. Hey, Corey, this is Skippy. The first time he called me and said, this is Skippy, I was like, who the fuck is this? I don't know anybody named Skippy. So I did not call him back. Because I was like, I don't know what he's talking, because he didn't tell me what he was calling for. He just said he wanted to talk to me about something. And I was like, I'm not calling back this scammer.
Well, let me ask you this.
Mhm.
I'll interrupt. Did somebody else give him that nickname and he's using it to introduce himself as
this is why I brought it up, and this is why it came up, because the other day I'm talking to him, he calls me and he's like, hey Corey, it's Skippy. And I said, hey, I had to ask you a question. I don't know, I was feeling spunky at the time. I just asked him, hey, where'd you get that name? He's like, oh, I just prefer that name. Everybody tries to call me by my real name, but this is the name I would rather be called. It's like, so it's your own nickname for yourself? He's like, yeah, I just think that sounds cooler. This dude is probably older than us. I don't know this is a fact, but he sounds like he's older. And it just got me thinking, like, if you give yourself your own nickname.
So let me ask you this.
Like, if it was like you're going by a different name because you hate your name.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah. Like, I could be wrong. I think it's silly, but.
You've never met Tim, my buddy Tim that lives overseas, who gave me the nickname Zeke.
Mm-hmm.
If I introduced myself to you as Zeke, would that be weird? And that if you found out my real name was Jason?
No, I don't know. I mean, you're always going to be Jason.
See, this almost goes down the transgender territory or pronoun territory, right?
Well,
if people can say, "Hey, I want to be called her, she, or she, her," then James can say, "Hey, I want to be fucking Skippy." Dude.
No, I'm not saying that you can't do that. I just think it's silly that a guy named James and his nickname that he wants to be called by and he refers to himself as Skippy. I just want the backstory. Do you refer to yourself as?
If it has anything to do with peanut butter and dogs, then that's going to be weird.
No, but have you ever referred to yourself as Zeke besides with your buddy Tim?
And
of course, like when you're
talk about myself in the third person, like, well, Zeke doesn't like that. Like that kind of
thing.
Well,
that would be funny. Now, if you ever say, man, I know this guy named Zeke, he is dumb as shit. Like, I'd be like, you're talking about
Zeke fucks.
Jesus.
Zeke eats ass.
Like, okay, so like when I was growing up, my grandmother gave me a nickname, right? And it's fine now because I'm a grown ass man. She used to call me Coco. Or
Coco Melon?
No, just like Cocoa Bean, right? Or she used to call me Coriander. It was just, and so those were my nicknames that yeah. I never told you that.
No.
You used to say, yeah. You didn't know.
I call you Coriander.
You do. But it's my grandmother called me that forever. And she still would if she, like, my grandma's not, she's got Alzheimer's. And
here it comes. But you're going to be at work and now everybody's going to call you Coriander.
There's a couple people that already do, and they didn't know that. There's one person, Michelle, I'm talking about you. She used to call me that, and I told her that my grandma used to call her that, and she was like, "Oh, now I'm gonna call you that all the time," because it don't bother me. There's some people like,
does that mean we can start calling Michelle grandma?
Don't call me my nickname. Like, I don't give a shit,
dude.
The one I hate.
Does that mean we can start calling Michelle grandma?
We can do that. Michelle, we're calling you grandma from now on.
Grandma Grams.
Hey, Grams. But the nickname that I can't stand that people call me. There's some more people that I should have told this to as it happened, but I didn't. And then because of that, they just keep doing it. And I'm like, I don't know how to tell them. So when people call me Core.
Hey, Core.
Just, it drives me nuts.
Yeah, it's like when people call me Jay. Hey, Jay, what's up, Jay?
Well,
is 2 syllables too much for you?
Like, but with your name, I get it because your name starts with the J and all you're saying is J. They don't mean it like Jay. You don't say, if they say C, hey C, fine. I'm okay with that. For some reason, when people say Core, like, you can't say Core E, like, you got to leave out the last.
Maybe it's
Like
maybe it's a spin on like Doorcore. Maybe that's what it is.
no. Negative. So for those of you out there that did not know, because I know every listener on here that has been listening, all of them,
all 30 of them,
but that just it's just a nickname that drives me. It doesn't make sense. It's not like it really bothers me, but I'm just like
core now.
Huh?
Everybody's gonna call you core now.
That's fine,
especially me.
Hey, and you know what? If they do, guess what that'll mean?
Hey, core.
If they call me core, if everybody starts calling me core tomorrow, I'd actually be okay with it. You know why? Because that means they're listening to this fucking podcast. It's about time we make a resurgence. Like, look at all the views that we had, and all of a sudden, everybody went on vacation.
Yeah,
people stopped watching.
We were going to talk about that. We had 29 subscribers on YouTube, and then one dude unsubscribed. Or did we talk about that last week?
We talked about that last week. One person unsubscribed.
Long-term loss of short-term memory. Sorry,
but now I think we're up to 30 now.
Yeah, we're back up to 30.
Yeah.
No thanks to the
fake
sponsored ad.
Hey, so one thing I thought you were going to mention that you did not mention about the YouTube channel.
Captain Stupid Pants?
Captain Stupid Pants. So for those of you that listened last week, I made a comment about leave a comment, something. I don't care. Make a fake YouTube page. Call yourself Captain Stupid Pants. I don't give a shit. It's not that hard.
Did you really say that?
I did. I swear to God. Go back and listen to it. And somebody left a comment. It is the person. It comes. Here it goes. Somebody left a comment the next day.
Comment.
What did I say?
You said comment.
Comment. Core.
I heard comment.
And it's from Captain Stupid Pants with 2 O's. Stupid Pants. Corey's garage sounds like a blast. Warm beers with nuts and bolts to organize. Fun. Just don't ask him to help with your lawn. That's fantastic. Thank you, Captain Stupid Pants. And part of me thinks that might also be Cankle Boobs, but I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping we have 2. I'm hoping we have 2 different people.
Cankle died on the vine, dude.
What's that? Yeah, Cankle Boobs might have.
Ooh.
Wonder if
maybe when we pulled out of Afghanistan and we pulled the internet with us.
Oh.
And he's Afghani, and hey, I don't know. Or did we pull out of Afghanistan?
I don't know. I'll call my people later.
Taliban.net.
Anyways, so yeah, so Captain Stupid Pants. So some people know how. One person knows how to take instructions. So whoever you are, thank you. And nobody else.
Good job. Proud of you.
Like, we have how many views on this last episode?
Michelle's
been great. Yeah. She's been saying stuff. I'm on the wrong thing right now. Let me get this up. Oh crap, this is gonna start making noises. What the hell is going on here?
We'll do it live.
28 views. This is lame sauce. We have 30 subscribers, meaning that's it.
Episode 9, that's more disappointing. That's only 12 views.
Yeah, I'm telling you, people on vacation.
Like I was mentioning to you the other day, though, when you look at the videos, and it's easy because there's only 11. Well, there'll be 12 by the time you post this one.
Right in time for Seahawks football. 12, see.
Crappy situation. Floss Emmys and buttholes. Diarrhea and bad jokes. Burns, whiskey, and poop. Now this one's probably gonna have to do something with fucking eating ass. Like,
well, no, I don't want to get flagged.
I think we found our genre of podcast.
What? Poop and diarrhea.
Poop and buttholes.
Poop. Well, the last episode I only called neighbors. I was trying to clean it up for people.
Well, neighbors. What's the neighbor to the genitalia? Butthole.
I would say that was a far stretch. I'd say that's a far stretch, but it's not. By the way, you like my t-shirt?
1.2. Oh, yes, I do. That matches the total you had.
Check out what's roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads.
You want to see my best Michael J. Fox?
They've already done that. Old news. Not even in the current news.
Did we have any notes?
Not really. I was so busy over the last couple of days. The only thing I had, and there's a couple of things we've already talked about.
What about the week before? We see episode 11. Summer's over. Was that? Yeah, that was last week.
Yeah.
And we didn't even make notes for 12.
No, it's because everything was a holiday weekend, and I was trying.
We didn't talk about Cam Newton getting cut by the Patriots.
Oh yeah,
did you talk about that?
Yeah. Is he still cut? I don't think he's ever going to play down in the NFL. What do you think?
Somebody will pick him up. No, you think he's done like Colin Kaepernick?
I don't think it's like that because he got cut because, well, how do you put this the right way? He sucks.
Oh.
And he's a crybaby bitch. Like, I'm sorry, Cam Newton. He has talent. He was able to play, but as soon as he started like becoming like Mr. Look at Me, like, which was obviously from the very beginning because he was doing the Superman thing, like all that in bag of chips, and then he tried to cover up his.
Do those guys ever win?
Asshole and saying, I'm going to give a football to a kid every game. Every time I score a touchdown. I'm like, no, that's for you. You're still doing it for you. You're doing it. You're not like giving it to them after the game. You're showing everybody like, look how awesome I am.
Or just don't say anything.
Dick. No, just eat a dick.
Because in the heat of the moment, I would love to have been one of those kids.
Well, I'm not saying that, but it just...
As a matter of fact, my very first Giants game, okay, lived in Southern California. Me and my ex-wife, we drove to Phoenix to watch the Giants against the Cardinals. They were playing in, I think, the Sun Devil Stadium at the time.
Okay.
Forget what year it was. It had to have been early 2000s. Jeremy Shockey was on the team back then.
Yeah.
So we got end zone tickets, and they're warming up right in front of us, dude. And I yell, they get called to go in the locker room. I yell at Shockey. Shockey turns around, tosses me the football.
Yeah.
But I have a giant fucking $5 beer in my hand. And instead of dropping the beer and catching the football, I held on to the fucking beer. And I have no football. But I have that story to tell about how much of a fucking idiot I am.
Yeah, you're kind of an idiot. I mean, so I have a baseball. Actually, it's right over here. Let me grab it. Let me show you.
Good show me.
Huh?
Have you seen my baseball?
This baseball. Okay. So this is why when you go to baseball games and kids get baseballs instead of adults. This is why. I think I was 13 years old. Went to my I think that's about right. 14 years old because it was 95. Before the Mariners went on that run, the infamous run where they ended up winning the AL West, they were like out of it. It was like middle of July. They were, you know what I mean? Like, right? We were playing the Yankees. Griffey just got hurt and broke his wrist, if you remember that.
Pussy.
So I was upset because I was going to my first Mariners game in the Kingdom and Griffey wasn't going to be there. Right? But it is what it is. Got there early. Like I said, it's 95. So they're in batting practice. First game ever. We got there as soon as we could go in, kind of thing. And back then you could get in like the game wasn't until 7 and you can get in there like 3 o'clock or some crap. So we're just there. They're hitting batting practice and everything. And I remember sitting out. I was we had seats on the third base line, but we were out because we wanted to see if we could catch a home run. Nothing was coming to us and whatever. And I remember Paul O'Neill, outfielder for the Yankees at the time, was catching fly balls. Huh?
Is a bum.
He was catching fly balls. But at this time in my life, I knew every baseball player that played on every single team. And if you know anything about the Yankees, they never have their names on the back of their jerseys.
Yep.
There's a lot of
facial hair.
What's that?
Or facial hair.
Or facial hair. That is correct. And so I remembered being a kid, and I wanted a ball, and it just was taking forever. And batting practice was coming to an end. And so I knew I didn't have many opportunities. And so I yelled out, "Hey, Paul, can I have a ball?" You know, I'm 14-year-old kid. Paul O'Neill catches the next fly ball, turns around, looks for me, and he sees me and he throws it to me. I have my glove and everything, and I caught this ball. And when I caught it, I was thinking that was fantastic. This older guy, probably in his 40s, tries to come over and rip it out of my glove. Like, there's not a lot of people there. It's still like, but he comes over and tries to, like, he literally puts his hand in my glove and tries to pull it out. And I was just like I was like, what in the world? And my dad was there. My dad looked at the guy with like, what in the world are you doing?
Yeah.
And the guy was like, "Oh, you know, I've been waiting for a ball. I'm trying to get one for my kid." I'm like, my dad goes, "He is a kid."
Yeah.
Right?
He just caught it.
He caught the ball. He threw it to him.
He called for it.
Like,
he caught it. Like, it was thrown to him.
Yes. Like, it's not like we were standing, like nowadays, if there's batting practice, there's like the whole wall would be lined with people, and people could be fighting over it. I'm standing there with my dad, and then the next people are like over here, and he throws it to me. It's not a question if it's coming to me. I catch the ball. I say thanks. He tips his hat, and then batting practice is over, and then this happens. I don't know. But anyways, after that, I was like, oh my gosh, like this was like, I mean, there was probably a point in my life I thought this was worth like millions of dollars in my mind. Right, because it's a real baseball from a real Major League Baseball game, right?
Yep.
And you know, I held on to it, and I haven't used it for anything. I just keep it, right? And I only have one other baseball, but that one I can't touch with my fingers. You want to know why? I'll show you.
Why?
Hold on. Didn't think we were going here, but we are.
So I've only ever gotten one ball. One baseball.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you know, I'm a big Angels fan. Grew up in Southern California.
Jim Abbott.
Similar story. No.
Tim
Similar
Salmon.
story. No. I was
Ricky Henderson.
No, I was living here in Seattle.
Okay.
And it was back when you could stand like right behind the bullpen.
Mm-hmm.
The visitor bullpen at Safeco.
Yeah.
Frankie Rodriguez was the closer. You remember him?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I yelled to him, I go, "Órale, Francisco, con huevos de la noche." And the pitching coach was standing next to him, and he caught the ball, and Frankie got called in the game. He turned around, pointed at me, and tossed it up over the fence. I still have that ball. That's in my garage somewhere. But,
wow. Okay, so this is one of my favorite things. And my wife, it's a funny story how she came down with this, but let me show you what it is.
Too much glare. You got to get it up closer. Griffey.
Yep.
Really?
The kid.
Hey,
and you know what's cool about this is this is not just a baseball signed by Ken Griffey Jr. For those that didn't connect the dots, what do you mean?
Mrs. Corey had to show her boobs to get him to sign it.
No.
Oh,
She, the long and the short of it. So it was my birthday about 5 years ago. I had a friend of somebody that had some baseball memorabilia, and they just were like, "Do you know anybody that collects baseball stuff?" And she's like, "Oh, my husband loves baseball stuff, but whatever." And she mentioned, like, I got some stuff that's of Ken Griffey Jr. We have some baseball cards and whatever. And my wife's ears go bling. She's like, "My husband's got so much Ken Griffey Jr. memorabilia, it's insane. Like all the every baseball card that up until like 2002, I think I have."
You have a bobblehead?
Huh?
Do you have a bobblehead?
Oh, I have two of them right there.
From when? Recent? Okay. Never mind.
Nope.
I was going to give you one, but you already have it.
Yep. I have two of them. I thought I had another one too, but I don't think I do. Anyway,
what about Julio Cesar Chavez? You got one of his?
Who?
The Mexican dude. What the hell's his name?
Edgar Martinez.
Oh yeah. So who's Julio Cesar Chavez? Oh, that's a boxer.
Yes, I have one. I have one of him. I have one of Felix Hernandez and a couple other people too. Oh, and Nelson Cruz. But anyways, story about this ball. So my wife got it because the lady said I got some stuff, and the lady didn't really know what she had. So my wife's like, "What do you want for it?" And so I think she paid $50 for it or something. And she got some other stuff too. But the thing is,
Mrs.
cool.
Corey working deals.
It's one of the greatest birthday gifts I have ever gotten. I totally did not see that coming. It was pretty cool. The thing about this ball, though, that I did some research on is, so every baseball's got a commissioner name on the ball.
Yeah.
Right. Particular commissioner on this one is Bobby. Where is it? Bobby Brown. I know that sounds funny. But he was the last year he was commissioner of baseball was 1989. And in 1990, the baseballs that they used were the new commissioner's name. I can't remember right now. Actually, it's probably on this ball. Now that I think about it. Yeah, it's worn off on this one. But there was a different commissioner. So that tells me that this ball was signed his rookie year.
No way.
Yeah.
Commissioner of Baseball. 1988, Bartlett Giamatti.
That's, I think, the guy that was the commissioner for 1 year and then he died in 1988. And then, so 89, there was a new one.
Commissioner. 88 to 89 was Bartlett Giamatti. 89 to 92 was Francis T. Vincent.
Maybe I'm looking at it like wrong again. I remember I saw it on here.
I want to get to the bottom of this. Bowie Kent Coon? No, that was 84. Anyways.
I had it somewhere, but now we're like wasting everybody's time trying to find it. I'll look into it and revisit that.
Anyways, Ken Griffey Jr. Rookie baseball.
Rookie baseball.
Signed.
I figured it out at one point. Maybe I looked at it wrong. I'll look it up again. But yeah, that's one of my favorite things in the world because it's cool. Because like, I don't remember if this is true or if my brother is lying to me. My oldest brother said one time he was at the Kingdom when he was, like a senior in high school. He went to a game or something, and he was walking through the parking lot, and apparently Ken Griffey Jr. pulled up and asked him directions, him and his buddy, and they didn't realize who it was until they were talking to him. And he was like in a red Ferrari or a red Corvette or a red sports car of some sort. He said he didn't know, but he realized like Ken Griffey Jr. was asking for directions. I don't actually know if I'm remembering that story right or if that's
dude.
I don't know. I haven't thought about that till just now. But I remember him telling me that, and I thought that was the coolest thing. And my wife, actually, the year that she got me this, she asked, like, you got it, you don't really need anything for your birthday. What do you want? And I jokingly was like, I want to meet King Griffey Jr. Like, just have dinner. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just like, it would be cool to hang out with him. And just ask him baseball questions. Like, what was it like? And because he's a cool dude. Or at least I think so. But I mean, he's a cool dude. Most people have always been like, he's pretty. I mean, he knows he was the greatest of all time, but he was pretty humble.
Greatest of all time.
Let me guess. Who do you think the greatest of all time is? Go for it. Tell me. Go. If you're gonna say King Griffey Jr.
of all time, no.
Who's the greatest of all time?
Greatest of all time? That's tough, dude.
You cannot tell me that Ken Griffey Jr. first of all wasn't the best player when he played in his prime.
He don't have a ring.
He changed the game. I don't give a fuck.
It's like Mike Trout.
You know who else doesn't have a ring?
Mike Trout don't have a ring.
No, Mike Trout doesn't have shit.
No,
Has he even been in the playoffs?
No. Well, maybe once.
Maybe once.
Same thing
But
with
everybody
Shohei.
talks about Mike Trout like he's already cured cancer.
Yeah. Hey.
Like, sorry, man. And that dude seems like a kind of a tool. He might not be. I've never met him before, but he seems like,
man, you are judgmental. Jesus. Dude,
prove me wrong.
The kid does everything right. He don't talk shit. He don't brag like Cam Newton. He goes out there. He does his fucking job. You're over here talking shit. Yeah.
Hey, if
anything, him and Ken Griffey Jr. have a little bit in common.
Well, I just from the
greatest player
of
all time. I think.
Like, man, who do you think
tough,
of?
Dude.
It is tough.
Jeter.
No, Jeter was not the greatest player in the league at any point when he was playing. You cannot say he was ever the greatest.
Define greatest, dude. He has the most rings. He has fucking 3,000 hits. He had most playoff appearances. Fucking Mr. October. You're like, dude, name somebody else that has the accolades that he has.
Well, you're talking about you're being very specific though. You're saying 3,000 hits. How many years did he play in the league?
Define fucking.
Look, we can talk about this all you want. Name the fact that you think and you hesitate when I said that Ken Griffey Jr. wasn't the greatest baseball player. He changed the fucking sport.
Beautiful swing. Well, because he wore his hat backwards, he changed the sport. Get the fuck.
Have you ever worn your hat backwards?
Yeah.
Yeah. So eat a dick.
I was just wearing it backwards now.
Yeah, eat a dick.
No.
He did. He literally started that.
Oh, God, here we go.
Look it up. Look it up. Don't live in doubt.
310 batting average, 3,400 hits.
Yeah, so he has 400 more hits than Peter.
14-time All-Star, 5-time World Series champion, World Series MVP, AL Rookie of the Year, dude. 5-time Gold Glove winner, 5-time Silver Slug winner. Yeah, dude. Where's Jeter at? Let's pull, or not Jeter. Let's pull it. What's his face? Ken Griffey, fucking loser. Yeah. 284 batting average, 2,700 hits.
630 home runs.
13-time All-Star. 10-time Gold Glove, 7-time Silver Slugger. Still no fucking ring. Sorry, bro. Jeter greater than fucking Griffey.
So okay. Who's a better quarterback? Eli Manning or Peyton Manning?
Eli.
Sure about that?
2 rings, bitch.
Yeah, well, so does Peyton Manning.
2 rings that Eli won. Peyton's second one was on the Broncos defense.
So Derek Jeter won all those World Series. He nothing to do with Mariano Rivera being the best closer that has ever played.
A little bit.
You see, now you're picking and choosing your argument.
No.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
You gave me a choice.
Okay, Dan Marino or Eli Manning. What now?
Eli. 2 Super Bowl rings, 2 Super Bowl MVPs.
You're telling me.
Sorry, Danny boy. Go put your isotoners on and fucking cry yourself to sleep. Wipe them isotoner tears off your face with your isotoner gloves. Come on, give me another one. Another 2.
I'm trying to think of another one.
Russell Wilson or Russell Wilson.
No, because the whole
Troy Aikman.
No, don't even get me started on the Dallas Cowboys, man. Don't. They haven't won, dude. VHSs were still in style the last time.
I fucking love it, dude.
It's fantastic, and they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose on Thursday.
Love it.
And they're gonna blame dude. The Dallas Cowboys want Dak Prescott to be so good, so bad, and he's not a bad quarterback. He's not.
No,
I'm telling you right now, if Dak Prescott was smart, he would play for another team and he would kill it. Because he's never going to get outside of no matter what he does, is never going to be good enough in Dallas. Nothing. And
Dan Marino.
except for when he
Hey.
kind of does something good, and then they're like, Dan Prescott MVP. He threw a touchdown and went P.
Dak Marino.
Dude,
That's all you're ever going to be, bro.
dude,
Dak Marino.
And this, you probably hate this, Zeke Elliott.
I fucking hate that guy.
Like,
get the fuck out of here, dude. Your stupid nose piercing and your dumb hair.
Dude, he probably is the most overrated running back in the league right now. And whenever, absolutely. Dude, I don't care. And I don't understand how the Dallas Cowboys are considered America's team. Like, to whom? Self-proclaimed. This is going back to the nickname thing. They gave themselves that nickname. Like Jerry Jones was like, our name is America's team.
No, that was pre Jerry Jones. Wasn't that what's his face with the Landry?
Same difference. Same difference. Jerry Jones. Good point. Though. For how long? No, I'm pretty sure Jerry Jones is.
Oh, I thought we're talking coaches.
Not the coach. No, Jerry Jones, Mr. I bleach my teeth when I know I'm going to be on TV, but I forget to get the sides. That guy. Have you seen him on TV ever? Like recently? Like these teeth here are like pearly white, but if he smiles too much, it's like a tan. Like, dude.
Oh, that's probably where he has a cigar, dude. It keeps in the side of his mouth. Huh?
That's my point.
Man.
Dude, whatever.
Yes, all right. Colin Kaepernick or damn, I can't think of his name. Matt Castle.
Oh, Jesus.
Colin Kaepernick or Matt Castle?
What again?
And if you don't say Colin Kaepernick, you're racist.
No, it's without question Colin Kaepernick. But like, why? You got to at least make it somewhat of. That dude was never a good quarterback. Colin Kaepernick played a couple good years, but I saw the end coming fast, not because of the reason it ended up happening, which is a whole nother conversation. But that dude ran straight up and down like a gazelle, and like all it was going to take is somebody catching him when he didn't see them coming, and he probably would have been 6 feet under. Like he ran so loosey goosey in the field. I think, hey, I'm so fast. Dude, if somebody would have came across the middle and he wouldn't have seen him, dude, I was like, man,
all right,
what's going to happen?
Ray Lewis or Michael Strahan?
Oh, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Ray Lewis or Michael Strahan?
I thought you said rapist or Michael Strahan. I was like,
so
I seriously thought that's what he said. Well, Ray Lewis was, forget all the controversial stuff, but Ray Lewis was.
Is it true that you still do the Ray Lewis intro dance when you walk into work every morning?
I do. No. I wish I knew it.
That would be dumb as fuck if you did. Dude, every morning.
You know, the only walk I've ever done at work ever is the McGregor walk, where he just walks in like this. You know what he's like? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I've done that a few times, and it always gets people to laugh. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I just, sports are amazing. That's what makes sports fantastic, is the debate and the conversations that can stem from it. Because like in my mind, the only thing that kept Kangaroo Jr. from hitting 700 home runs is how much
Kangaroo Jr.
Yeah,
Kangaroo Jr. Is that what you said?
Ken Griffey Jr.
No. Playback. I want to see the tape. You said Kangaroo Jr.
Why in the world would I?
That's what you said.
No, and you said the rapist. So it's probably something to do with the lag, which is not going to show up, as we've found out before. Like whenever.
Damn, dude, one Rainier and look at you, Kangaroo Jr. and the rapist.
Jason likes it in the butthole. He likes to poop and I'd eat it too.
I just got a text.
What's that?
From Julian Wilson.
Oh.
When are you going to invite me to the podcast? I think it'd be a blast. What do you think?
Tell him you missed it by an hour, you bitch. Yeah, hey,
too late, sucker.
Julian, you're an hour late, unless you're on Central Time. Or wait, no, that wouldn't even be all right. You'd be 2 hours late then. But like, what time zone? You've been listening. 8:00 on Tuesdays.
Yep.
It's past that. So next week, call Jason at 8:05 and we'll put you on.
He's talking about bringing all kinds of freaking illegal substances too. Man, you're out of control, bro.
You're out of control, monkey.
In Portuguese, macaco.
That's
my favorite Portuguese word, macaco.
Oh, I know. You've said it like 17 times in this, and you've said it without telling anybody what it is.
Monkey.
No, I don't remember what I was saying, but sports is fantastic because it causes debates.
Yep.
Like,
can you
all joking aside, what's that?
Can you see my name on the screen?
Mm-mm. Well, I mean, I can, but it doesn't pop up later.
Oh shit!
What? It doesn't show up on the recording.
There you go.
Anyways, well, it was the last episode of the Corey and Jason podcast because Jason's a bitch.
This is good Jason podcast. Kangaroo Jr. and his podcast.
You know what? You just giving me an idea. So one episode we got to do Edward 40 Hands, and I think one episode we got to do Corey and Jason gets hammered, and we have to do
like we're not going to get hammered on.
No.
40s.
It's just a reason for another one, but at least then we don't have to drink warm piss beer, because no matter what, like, right, we'll have to figure out when and how and all that.
I'm game.
Edward 40 Hands is the first one.
I'm game as long as Mrs. Corey ain't there.
Why would it matter if she's there?
Because, dude, she'd be lighting shit on fire, punching me in the gut, dude. Fucking.
All right, well,
start running, bitches. She's gonna be shooting fucking Roman candles at us. Fucking.
Hey, dude, don't give her any ideas. This country girl knows how to get down, and she will.
Country girl will survive.
Another thing I want to do with you is take you out karaoke. I think that we karaokeing together would be a good time. So I think we should get together and make that happen. Yeah, it could be how we start our.
I don't do karaoke, bruh.
Obviously, you do. If anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about, go back to episode 10, the very beginning. About 2 minutes in, Jason starts singing some old late
dude. I only
some R&B. Da-da-doo, da-doo, da-da-doo. Dude, so I would sing the shit out of that song with you. I'm telling you, I don't think you believe me.
We look each other in the eyes.
That song, crush that song.
We gotta look each other in the eyes, though.
No problem. Have you seen me on stage?
No.
I perform when a microphone and a stage are involved. I can put on a show, dude. I would blow your dude. You know what? We're gonna make this happen, dude. You have to see it. There are people that are listening right now that know, and they have witnessed this firsthand. And until they saw it, they didn't really understand. But I'm telling you, I was made for the stage.
Superstar. So I put my hands in my armpits like this, then I swim like this.
All right, and with that, we're out. Fuck Cam Newton.